I still have to kind of stay strong, and it seems somewhat dangerous for most of the roles I play.
Right.
But I'm never going to look like John Cena. You know?
Who can look like John Cena?
John Cena.
John Cena. He's the only one.
He's a fucking amazing guy.
He's a machine. Your relationship is so awesome in that. It's ridiculous.
You know what? It's so great. Don't we have great chemistry?
Great chemistry.
You know, James didn't even know that. James Gunn didn't even know that when we got cast.
Really?
No. You ask him. He said to me, I see you. He saw me in HBO Peacemaker, HBO Perry Mason.
Right.
And he started thinking about me over the pandemic. You know, he was watching Perry Mason. He thought about me for this role. And he started writing the role for me for Peacemaker. That was the impetus for him. And when we had our Zoom meeting, we had a Zoom meeting. That's how that went down. He said, I said, you know, I've worked with John. And he said, I didn't know that. I said, oh yeah, I played a villain opposite him in his first film.
Wow.
And he went, really? And I said, and I said, as a matter of fact, we have good chemistry because we actually get along.
This is before you started filming.
I hadn't seen John in like 10 years. I worked with him on Psych. Was another episode we did a thing on.
You did Psych?
I did Psych. I think 2 episodes.
Was Dulé and James? They've been on here a couple times.
I think they like me.
Great guy.
They had me on. I don't really know.
I'm sure they did.
I had great fun working with them. But John and I think I brought my son to see him wrestle a couple times.
I'd love to see
that. John was super cool with my son. My son, maybe, he's 21 now, maybe 10 years ago, he was 10. My son was like going to wrestling academy with Luke Perry's son out here in the Valley, Rick Drazen's school. And John did this thing, I think it was in Arizona, SummerSlam or something or other. He knew where we were sitting. We were sitting right close to the ring. He had arranged it. And he came into the ring with all that, the stuff that he did, and he slid across the ring, came through the ropes, and leaned over and took his hat off and plopped it on my son's head, and then went back up on stage and started wrestling. It was like the coolest fucking intro I'd ever seen in my
remarkable.
life. And my son was just like, he'd been touched by Thor. I mean, it was an amazing thing.
That's amazing.
What a sweetheart. So we have a great relationship.
That's great.
I hope John says the same thing because I think we do. I think we have a really good chemistry, and I think it works really well.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful.